How about that?
Yes, I
Oh,
see.
good.
Yes, we see it.
Success!
Good.
Thank you for telling me early on. The last time someone told me I was like three-quarters of the way
You
through.
have the bigger.
All right. So we're
That's good.
talking about reducing sugars. You've already heard me talk about the different ways sugars need to be reduced. The obvious ones are, cakes and biscuits and sweets and treats. And especially since this is October, we're going into the Bermuda Triangles of holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, the December holidays, which all surround around food and decadent food and foods that culturally over the last 75 years we've been adding more sugar to. So we know sugar is very inflammatory and disrupts our gut health and impacts our hormones. And so, when we consume too much sugar, it not only spikes our blood sugar, but also causes the chain reaction of inflammation and gut level and energy. So, the things that can also be inflammatory, they're full of sugar, are like, your honey, agave, any sort of syrup. Um, a syrup itself is a compressed form of another nutrient that's been made into a sugar. So breads are very sugary in terms of sugar in our bodies. All tropical fruits are super sugary. So there's many things. Even dried fruit is more like a compact hit of sugar because we took all the water out of it. So we want to do a reduction of sugar challenge, and what that would be is, why would we want to reduce it first? Improve our energy, better sleep, stabilize our moods. Interesting, we had a metabolic reset meeting yesterday, and one of the participants commented that it was like three-quarters of the way through her reset, and she was at a meeting and she forgot to bring food and had to pack something and found and saw these two chocolate kisses. Oh, they're not that bad. And she says she had them and she didn't think much of it later. And then her husband's like, "Oh, you're awfully cranky. You're kind of moody." And she's like, "Oh my goodness, the sugar and the milk." So she's like, "All right, I know that." And when you reduce the sugars, you stop the cravings. I've often talked about if you start your day with a carbohydrate, what happens is your blood sugar goes up like this and then comes crashing down. And then you're craving and you're starving and you're hungry. So, reason why we want to reduce sugars, we want our gut to be healthy and growing. And good nutrient foods do that. But if we have a lot of sugar, it's not going to look pretty like that. We've talked about the villi in our stomach, and when we're inflamed, it's like this. So the guards of the castle can't guard its castle. So we want them nice and tight, like you see in this little video, where they're all tight and they're not letting anybody in. Um, so there's some goals we want to think about for reducing sugar. What is your health goal for reducing sugar? Is it you want to have more energy? Do you want to have healthier looking skin? More vibrant looking skin? The ability to heal quickly? Interesting fact, early September, I was running, and I have a thing about curbs. Curbs and I do not get along. I've had 3 injuries in a stepping off of curbs or trying to step over curbs in 10 years. This last time I did a face plant. And you would not even know. I scraped up here and here, and you wouldn't know it unless I have a little bit of makeup covering up the red. But I healed fast because I've reduced a lot of sugar. No, I was not here in this place of reduced sugar 10, 15 years ago. So it's been a gradual process. I attribute that to the reason why my skin healed well. Some people want to lose weight. Maybe you have another reason why you'd like to try our challenge. Okay. There we go. So our challenge we offer has has a lot of flexibility. And there's actually 4, not 3. There's a sugar awareness. So you make an awareness of how much sugar you're consuming. You're not doing anything. You're just checking in with yourself of what you're eating and consuming. You do a gradual sugar cut back in 7 days and kind of notice the differences in your body. Or maybe you choose a day to do or a week to do healthy swaps. So I'm gonna swap this donut for, I don't know, an apple and nut butter because I want it to be, anytime I have a piece of fruit, to have protein and fat to help make it much more of a gradual energy supply to my body. Or maybe you do a sugar-free challenge. Commit to only one day, an entire day without sugar. Those are your options. So let me show them. We're going to hand out I will drop a sugar tracker or email you guys a sugar tracker to all the open office hours participants. And the choices will be the sugar awareness tracker for 7 days, food and drink. Look at how much added sugar is in it. See if you found an alternative and write it down. And then there's observation reflection notes in the handout of what you learned about your body. Then there's a gradual sugar cut back. You're like, Monday, I'm going to focus on breakfast. I'm going to make sure I choose a more protein, fat, and fiber for my breakfast. Tuesday, I'm going to eliminate all sugary drinks. Going to get rid of the sweet tea just for a day. I'm not going to have any juice. I'm not going to put any sugar into my coffee, my tea, and try to minimize the amount of stevia or monk fruit because that's just a different form of sugar and it gives us our brains information that, hey, awesome stuff is coming. And then you're not giving it anything. Wednesday would be you swap a sugary snack. Thursday, you make a low sugar dinner. A high sugar dinner would be like a pasta meal with very little protein. Friday, replace your sweet desserts. Saturday, limit sauces and condiments. And Sunday, reflection and planning. So just think about it. The other one is a healthy swap. Monday, you have a high sugar food and drink. You look at it, I'm not going to have that, and you swap it for something else. And then record how it feels and how the tastes are and what the difference is for you. And then there's a sugar-free challenge day, just one day. I'm committing to one day of all my meals and snacks and what my planned foods are, and let us know if they're sugar-free. So when you do this, you're supporting your body. So I'm wondering if there's people out there that are willing to take this challenge. If you accept our challenge, no, it's not forever. It just gives you, like, I love this quote here. Reducing sugar doesn't mean giving up sweetness forever. Instead, it's about finding balance and choosing the best options so you feel your best. Everybody wants the energy to go do all the things they want to do. To maybe go to the store or go to an event at night or play with grandkids or play with kids. That's what not everybody wants, but they want energy for that. If you do choose to accept our challenge, there's a survey after you finish your challenge that I'll be mailing out. It's also attached to our PDF, but it'll be included. And it's just a little inventory. And if you put your name in there and your email address, we're going to do a drawing. And you have until the 29th of this month to commit to this challenge and put in your submission. And you will get a $25 gift card to most likely a local restaurant. I believe that's what Dr. Ingram and I talked about. So that you can treat yourself to a good, healthy food. I know everyone has the ability to do this. I'm really proud of you for even thinking about it. So I'm going to stop my share and we're going to talk a little bit about this. So what does everybody think about this sugar challenge?
Well, I can say that back in the spring, I had a sudden huge increase in my A1C. I really don't know how it happened, but it scared me enough to only eat sweets that were berries and grapefruit, and occasionally some peanut banana with peanut butter. And so that's what I've been doing for many months. But I'm frustrated because I don't understand. Well, I also have toast that has 3 or 4 grams of sugar in it, I guess, for breakfast. Otherwise, I don't have bread much. So how do I quantify what I'm doing and whether it's enough? Because none of those, I haven't had a donut in decades, for example, and so on. So how do I quantify? How do I know how much sugar's in a raspberry or whatever?
Well, the raspberries, like if you're having, let's say, a half a cup of raspberries, you can look up how much sugar it is.
I don't have nearly that much.
Oh, okay. What are you having? Like a fourth a cup?
Like 4 raspberries and maybe 5 blueberries and but 3 very thin slices of grapefruit. And that's about, and a little bit of banana with nut butter. That's about it.
Okay. When you have your toast or bread, I'm assuming it's toast.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you eating a vegetable beforehand?
I'm eating, well, today I had about 5 little pieces of potato with my eggs.
Well, usually,
Oh, I
just
usually
tell her what you usually eat.
yeah, I usually have spinach with my eggs and curcumin and
And a lot of mushrooms.
oh yeah, a lot of shiitake mushrooms. Those are my I've seen a lot of change in my what is it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyways, it's been beneficial, but that's not sugar.
Well, Cheryl and I eat very close to the same thing, except she's gotten much stricter about sugar. But she had high A1C, and mine was 5.4.
Ooh,
And
good job.
we eat practically this most of the time. We eat about the same thing.
Oh.
So I
That's
don't
the
know.
bioindividuality of our bodies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's being so strict now that you'd think she was.
I really don't think it's the food that's causing my A1C or did cause me to have high, like a 12.9 or something.
Really? That is high.
Not 12.9. That's
No,
not
12.
possible.
Oh,
That's
It's
it actually is
something.
possible, but
It
that,
was.
okay.
yeah, we had a
What
patient
am
in here
I
that is
thinking?
15.1,
But what is yours? Was yours couldn't have been that high though, really.
No,
like a
I'm
6 point something.
no.
I think it was getting
5.9.
there. There you go.
5.9.
That sounds
Oh,
more like
that's better. It's a lot better. Movement helps with your A1C. So how much movement you can get in the day, whatever that movement, it doesn't have to be working. I mean, it can be going for a walk, not a long walk after every time you eat something, like after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So like 5-10 minute walk.
Yeah, well, I've been doing about 3 miles, 2.5 to
but you don't
3
do it
miles.
after every meal. She's
No.
saying every time you eat, you can take a little.
Yes,
walk.
well, I put that in my list from the walk we had a few days ago.
That's true.
So,
True.
but what about quantifying these berries and how much am I getting? How do I figure it out?
I don't really think this gets to be more of a medical question, but based on what you're eating, I don't think that's where your sugar is coming from. It could be from the carbohydrates. It could be from other inflammatory mischief going on in your body.
Oh. I don't know what that'd be. But
Yeah, there is a little sugar in the bread, but we don't buy sweet bit bread. But
no.
we
But
don't
bread
always
bread
buy-
turns into sugar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that she eats 2 pieces of sugar a day. I mean, 2 bread a day, so she could eat 1 or
With avocado.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're the only ones on this call
No,
now.
Wilma's still here. I can see her.
Oh, hi, Wilma.
I can't see.
We don't want to take up all
Yeah.
your time. Wilma may have something she wants
That's
to talk about.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You're muted, Wilma. You're heading to lunch, I know. Sorry, we still can't hear you. You're gonna have to swipe it to the left or right to get your microphone.
Oh. What's that?
If you see something that says mute, you're probably muted.
There you go.
Hey.
Yay!
Oh,
okay. Oh.
How you doing?
I can see Wilma and I can hear her.
Now I can see y'all. Yeah, y'all keep talking. I'm on my way to lunch.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that, letting us
Thank
know.
you. Yeah.
God, glad we can see you.
And hopefully you've been able to figure out some of the things for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen as long as I can. So keep talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you talk too, Wilma.
Yeah,
Okay.
tell us more. Mary.
Next time.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Is your lunch always at 12:30?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
I hate that.
I know. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
All right. So, we already talked about A1C. That's one way to know about, where our sugar consumption is. Talked about healthy substitutes, even though Cheryl's having challenges with her healthy substitutes, but I think it's something else that's going on than your healthy substitutes because you're not eating them that a lot. And then just reading your labels. I want y'all just read your labels and be aware. I will also put in the email how to figure out the glycemic value of a processed food, where you take the protein and you add it to the fiber, and then you subtract that amount from the carbohydrate. And you generally want to get it under 10. I prefer to have people at around 5. But, if you're under 10, you're in a better area. So I will stick that arithmetic problem into the email too. Okay. So
Sure.
if we don't have any other questions,
You
I think
have
that's
any?
it.
No, we're fine.
You're good. Okay. It's good to see you too again.
Thank you.
And good to
Okay.
see you, Wilma, too. Bye now, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good to see y'all. See you next time. God
Okay,
bless.
bye, Wilma.
Okay, bye-bye.